Your first trip to Nara, a guide to the city's characteristics and highlights. Date published. The 24th of September 2019. Last updated. The 7th of October 2019. Nara City, a former capital city of Japan, is today a tourist destination near Kyoto and Osaka. It has an even older history than Kyoto, and traditional sites remain throughout the city. The number one highlights of the city are the buildings and statues of the shrines and temples, many of which are even registered as World Heritage Sites, make it one of the finest sightseeing locations in all of Japan. This article will also introduce the most essential must-try elements of Nara cuisine, as well as Nara's adorable deer-themed souvenirs. What kind of place is Nara? At the center of the former Japanese capital of Nara is the Nara Park area, where Todai-ji Temple, Kofuku-ji Temple, and Kasuga Grand Shrine are located. You can reach the area from Kyoto or Osaka by taking the Junior or Kintetsu railway lines, about an hour trip. Naramaki is full of historic character, with its untouched streets and shops from the Edo period and many facilities once used by tradesmen. All over the larger Nara region, you can find countless more highlights, including the mountainside roads said to be the oldest roads in Japan, Yoshino and the World Heritage Site that is all of Mount Yoshino itself, and the Ikoma and Ikaruga districts which appear even in Japanese mythology. Because Nara has no ocean and is landlocked on all four sides, its climate is characterized by particularly hot summers and cold winters. The most ideal season is autumn, when tourists visit from all over the country hoping to see Nara's fall foliage and the pieces of culture uniquely seen in the autumn season. The main points of sightseeing in Nara. Nara's three large World Heritage Site shrines and temples, Todai-ji, Kofuku-ji, and Kasuga-taisha are all concentrated in Nara Park, so you can spend an entire day in the park area alone. Tack on Yakushi-ji and Tashodai-ji temples in Nishinokyo and Japan's first ever World Heritage Site Horyu-ji Temple, and you have a recipe for another day of sightseeing. If you want to head over to Asuka and Yoshino to see the Yamanobi no Michi, mountainside roads, you will likely need to add on another whole day. Among the passes sold by Nara Kotsu bus lines are a one-day pass, which will take you to all the main features in Nara City, the wide pass with a broad area of applicable usage, a two-day pass, and more, so it is a good idea to effectively choose a bus pass depending on where you plan on going. Todai-ji Temple's statue of Buddha and buildings are both extraordinary in size. One thing you can't afford to miss when you come to Nara is Todai-ji Temple. The temples Daibutsu-sama is so indispensable, it can be said there is no point to coming to Nara if you don't see the giant Buddha statue there. The statue, also known as Rushanabutsu, was made during the Nara period per Emperor Shomu's Buddhist teachings as a prayer for happiness and fortune for all. The large temple grounds were constructed as the Eastern Large Temple, where the name Todai-ji comes from, in Heijikyo, the capital during the Nara period. The Great South Gate and Great Buddha Hall structures are just a few of the temple's grand structures, among the world's largest. The Daibutsu-sama is also of dramatic scale, at approximately 15 meters tall with a 5-meter-tall face. There are several halls scattered throughout the temple grounds, such as the Nigetsu-do Hall overlooking the Nara Basin and the Kaiden-do Hall where you can see clay Shitenoji statues representative of the Nara period.